Okay, this next video is on visualizing or manifesting secrets. Okay, now if this falls outside of your belief system, you can skip it, you can set it aside. You don't have to do everything in here. You don't have to feel like obligated or anything, and set it aside. If you believe in manifesting, if you believe in visualization, there's some awesome stuff here. And let me just share some of my belief systems and where I've been and where I'm at now. I remember years ago I watched the movie The Secret, and it had a lot of cool things in there that I was like, oh, that's true, I like that. And then it had some stuff in there that I thought was kind of hokey. You know, like I remember there was this one guy sitting in like this comfortable chair, and he was visualizing himself in his car, and he was going to manifest this car. And I thought, that is so hokey. You know, I believed in the law of attraction from, a lot of the other stuff, but I didn't believe you could actually manifest a car. I believe it now. And I'll tell you a story about my daughter with that. But what you're going to find here is you're going to find an opportunity to visualize and manifest things each day, and to, kind of have a checklist for you to figure out what it is you want to create in your life. I do believe we are infinitely creative beings. I believe that we are sons and daughters of God, and we have His ability to create things. And a lot of that is through our faith or through our fear. Fear is just faith in reverse gear. But when we focus on things that we truly desire, we can actually attract those into our life. So let me tell you a little story about my daughter and an experience that we had actually just about a year ago. She had turned 16 and she was wanting to get a car. Well, she didn't have a lot of money saved up, and so we went driving around looking at cars that she could afford. And I remember we went and drove a Jeep Grand Cherokee that was old, and it had so many problems. The driver's side window wouldn't go down, like all the lights on the dashboard would light up. And the guy had not registered it the year before, and he told us some story that he had just not gotten around to it and hadn't driven it for a year. Yeah, right. I mean, it was just this horrible, horrible car, and it was for $1,200. And that's what she could afford. And that's what she felt she was worth also. Well, I talked to her since my belief system has changed, and I believed in manifesting, and I had her do this exercise with me, or at least I invited her to do this exercise. And I said, are you willing to do this to create and manifest this new vehicle in your life? And she said, Dad, that is so hokey. It's not like it's going to just drive up in our driveway. And I said, I know, okay, I get that, but are you willing to at least try? Are you willing to do an experiment? She said, oh, finally I convinced her to do it. And I said, I can't remember, it was like a 4 or 5 step process. And if I remember it right, I will share that with you. But I had her do this process each day for at least 2 minutes. Are you willing to do this? I asked her. Grudgingly, she said yes. And I'm just going to jump to the what happened. So she did this. She started this for a week, and then I'm in my backyard, and we live. There's a church parking lot right behind our house, and there's this guy out there, and he's walking around. And he's taking pictures of his car, and I start chatting him up, and I come to find out he is taking pictures because he's listing his car for sale. I said, really? How much are you selling it for? $1,200. That was the exact same price that she had talked about. Really? Will you tell me about this Lexus that you've got here? It had leather seats. It had heated leather seats. It had like this amazing car stereo. All this stuff has almost 400,000 miles. I mean, it's been to the moon and halfway back. It's had so many miles. But it was exactly what she was talking about. So I took pictures, sent it to my daughter, said, is this something that you're interested in? And she said, yes, came. Short story is that she got the car that she wanted. She created it. She manifested it. And she made that comment, it's not like it's going to just drive up in our driveway. You can't get much closer to our driveway than to where it was in our backyard. Just this amazing experience. I believe in manifesting. I believe I've manifested some great things in my life, mostly accidentally. And as I've looked back, I've kind of followed this process, although I didn't do it intentionally. So now let me share with you the 4 or 5 step process for you to manifest things. And then if you do this each day and you're consistent about it, I don't know, who knows? Maybe you can manifest great things faster in your life. So the first thing is you get super specific on what it is you want and you write it down. Again, this goes back to the power prayer if you listened to that video. Write down exactly what you want. I want you to list it all out. Just get as specific as you possibly can. Don't worry about how you're going to get it. Just figure out what it is that you want. It's kind of like you're making an Amazon order and you want to be super specific as you place that order. And then you're going to send it out and wait for it to come in. I know it sounds crazy. I was with you if you're thinking it's crazy. I was there too, and now I love this. It is so fun. So the first thing, figure out, be super specific, write it down. Then the next thing is each day spend time feeling as if it already happened. As if you already own it, as if it's already arrived, or whatever the experience is that you're looking for. You want to get into a state of feeling. What you're doing here is you're getting yourself into a state of gratitude. If you can elevate your gratitude levels, it's going to happen a lot faster. But what happens here is you get yourself into a state of gratitude. You are feeling it as if it has already happened. And so that's another step. The third step, I am kind of blanking on these. Actually, 2 and 4, again, are states of gratitude, to where you express gratitude for this. You express gratitude in advance for what you've specified and what you've experienced. Step 3 is actually feeling it and experiencing it. Step 4 is you get yourself into a state of gratitude again. And you just express gratitude. I express gratitude for God, to God, for allowing me to feel these things as if it's already happened. And then I can't remember if there's a number 5, but I may write some show notes in here so that you can jump to those. But following that simple process of being super specific about what you want, about expressing gratitude, and then experience it as if it has already happened, and then jumping into gratitude again, being so grateful for that. That's what my daughter did. She manifested that within a week. And I've manifested some other things, and I'm working on other things that are kind of big, high-ticket items that I'm looking forward to. And I'm amazed how things are kind of clicking into my life. But manifesting is an awesome thing. I will share one other thing on this. I have this in here, and sometimes I'm having just kind of a rough day. But I love the manifesting part. I spend 2 minutes visualizing this experience that I am so looking forward to happening. And I feel it as if it has already happened. And then I realize that I'm in a state of gratitude. And when I jump to the next thing, how am I feeling right now? If I started out not feeling great, I'm feeling great by that time. So even if maybe manifesting doesn't work for you, feeling great, feeling gratitude, feeling as if it has already happened is a fabulous way to start your day. Anyway, so that's a little bit about visualizing something that you want to have happen for 2 minutes every single day. It's a skill, repetition, consistency makes a huge difference.